Hey there. I have a fix for the issue for the Runcam Split where you get a no SD card error, or at least for so far the no SD card error, which has to do with having the protector door of the SD card missing. I'm sure I must not be the only one in the world who has ripped off that aluminum protector door in a branch. I mean, I should have, should have protected it. I should have seen it coming. It's a super flimsy thing, but I didn't, and then I hit a branch, and then it just ripped her right off. And what many of you will have experienced is the following. So if I plug in my, yep, then we get the no card, which is normal because we don't actually have a card in the quad right now. So that's normal, you might say. But what happens when, let me adjust this. Yeah. So I will try to kind of multitask here. So I'm pressing the SD card down, it's making contact, and still we have no card. So that's kind of odd, right? I mean, first I thought to myself, well, maybe in the crash, maybe I damaged one of those pins, maybe they're pressed down, maybe they're pressed sideways, maybe they're not making contact with all the contacts of the SD card. So I double checked that, and on the Runcam website they actually propose that you, where's my other tongs? No, screw it. They propose that you flip these up, so they have a nice little animation showing that you take these contacts, these leads, you kind of press them up a little bit so that it'll make better contact with the SD card, and that makes sense to me. Sure, but so I did that, and that didn't help at all. And then I got to thinking, so what's different about this thing having been ripped off? And that is, of course, that this side is no longer making contact with that side through the conductive aluminum protective door. So I just started probing around with a multimeter with the continuity. So if I make contact with 2 points and they are connected with each other, there will be continuity. For instance, this over here. So here's continuity. And I went looking for these 4 pads on the that's keeping the SD card holder onto the PCB. And so these 2 pads are connected to each other, this one as well, and then it struck me, hey, this one is not connected to that. Might that be like I don't know, a fail-safe? No, fail-safe is the wrong word, but like a check that the Runcam Split senses that something is wrong or something. So what I did is I took a little cable and I connected this pad over here to, well, this pad. So let me just do that quick, and I'll get back to you. If I take too long, I'll just kind of edit it out. So to this side, and then it's not a very good connection. Yeah, so this is good. So when I did that, things changed. So I will connect the quad again. And now we will see this, memory full. Aha! So there's a difference. So it actually matters if you have that connection. So that's good to know. Memory full is kind of a weird error. I mean, it should just kind of detect that there's no card to begin with. So I'm actually kind of doubting that this is the official way to fix this problem, but I think it's the right way to fix it for all of us who otherwise can't record anything anymore. So let's do the full trick. We have these connections and we have an SD card in the quad. Let me just connect. And lo and fucking behold, we have a recording. It's happily recording. Isn't that great? So, let me just stop everything. Yeah. Okay. So, if you want to fix your problem, just make a connection between this flat square-ish kind of pad on the side of the SD card holder and connect it to one of these pads or just this pad. It's essentially the ground layer. That beep is my transmitter, don't worry. So just connect this one to this one, and that'll be easy, like a short little wire, won't get in the way. And then you can put an SD card in. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hot glue that shit and yeah, go flying and see if that holds, but at least I'm one step further now, and I hope this helps you. Alright, bye.